Hey folks, radar still a little bit active in parts of the valley, but mostly the northern part and the western part, right down through the I-2 corridor and I-69E. Not much going on at the moment. In fact, this stuff up in northern Willacy County has gone away, so that advisory will expire in about 10 minutes if it's not dropped even before that. Little shower out west of Raymondville on 186. Then the one in Hidalgo County, that advisory till 6:30 as well, but the rain beginning to fade from that one as well. The only place there's still a pretty good thunder shower going is out in Starr County, and it stretches from Rio Grande City out into the middle of the county. A little bit of lightning in that. Nothing like what we saw in those other two storms. There was a bunch up there, but here just a little bit. That's enough to make you stay inside for a while. But Roma's on the dry side of things. Garciasville mainly dry, but from Rio northwards, pretty good rain falling in that area. Go back and look. Most of the rest of the valley's been dry. One little streamer offshore, and that's just about it. We knew this rain was heavy. Here's what the Doppler estimates: 4 inches right there on the Willacy-Kennedy County line. Then you go a little farther north, about 1.2, and then right on the highway in northern Hidalgo County, just south of Brooks County, about 2.3. So some ranches getting some pretty good rain, but the rest of the valley not so much. Southeast wind continues across the valley. That brings a fair amount of cloudiness like today. In again tomorrow, and an isolated shower, even a thunder shower is a possibility. We'll talk more about the why in just a second. As we go into Saturday, same kind of thing, but probably a little less active, and then by Sunday it should be gone. We're going 30% tomorrow, 10% on Saturday, and then dry on Sunday. We've added that 30% for tomorrow because of an upper air weak little system that's nearby that's helping to trigger stuff, and I think it may move the other direction tomorrow. These are the current temperatures. A little cooler in Raymondville because of the rain nearby. Same thing at the Edinburgh Airport, 86, a little cooler because of the rain-cooled air just to the north of the area. 91 Harlingen, 89 right now in Brownsville. As far as tomorrow goes, we're back in the 90s valley-wide. You might touch 100 out in the northern and western areas, but for the most part, we stay in the 90s tomorrow. Average highs the next 3 days, 94, 93, 93. The seasonal average is 91 as we head into fall. Here's a look out in the Atlantic, and we still have Maria, a Category 3 storm, still churning north of Hispaniola right now with 120-mile-per-hour winds. Kind of skirts the Turks and the Caicos and then turns northward. Latest model trends keep this off the East Coast at least through 5 days and probably beyond that. Back in the U.S. tonight, I want to show you the upper-level map because this shows the big dip in the jet stream. All these lines go down and back up. The high we've been talking about for a while, and then here's a little tiny trough. It looks bigger than it is. That's dashed line right here. It kind of reaches all the way down into the valley. Represents a little bit of a cooling in the upper atmosphere. The problem is it's so weak, there's no steering current with it. So the stuff that fired up today just sat there, didn't move anywhere, and you saw 2 to 4 inches of rain, but very, very isolated. Tomorrow the pattern changes just a little bit. And if something fires up like in the northern part of the valley, a little north of us like it did today, we might have a little bit of a wind out of the north in the upper atmosphere. That could push that stuff down into the valley. So fingers crossed, if you need rain, maybe tomorrow we'll be able to sneak something in here, but not a done deal by any means. But at least spotty stuff continues all the way through the next few days. Bigger rain out to the west of us, up in the Big Bend. They should see some good rain out there. At our coast, here's what's going on in the morning. Temperature 80 to start the day. It just goes up from there. UV is very high. Rip current risk is low. The surf temperature is at 83 degrees right now. Here are the tides. Once again, there are 3 of them for tomorrow. Seas 2 to 4 feet with a moderate chop on the bay. So tonight a low 77. The rain showers will fade away in the next hour or two. And then tomorrow, spotty showers, maybe a thunderstorm in a couple of spots. 94 for your high. Your chance of rain stands at 30%. Officially at 3:02 p.m. tomorrow, fall arrives. 3:03 is going to feel just like 3:01. It's not going to make a big difference, but still say in the 90s all the way through the forecast period. But at least on the calendar, fall will be here tomorrow. That's your updated First One 5 forecast.